What's up, Buckeye Nation? It's your man, Jake Smith here. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate you watching the video here. Wanted to bring you a little bit of some Ohio State football and basketball news for you on this fine Wednesday evening. Give you some of my opinions and just pass along some news I'm hearing. So buckle up here. We'll start with football. Just my quick thoughts on the spring game. We haven't spoke since Saturday afternoon. I wasn't really impressed with the spring game. I thought the offense as a whole was pretty disappointing. Kind of surprising considering Ryan Day is such a, offensive-minded coach. Maybe he's trying to do too much on the defensive side of the ball because that's where we really needed some help last year, and the defense looked great. Guys were flying around making plays. Jocelyn Wynton had 2 picks. Amir Reep had a pick. Just, you could tell how different the defense is going to be, and I'm excited for that. Offensively, though, not really impressed. I mean, Justin Fields was 4 of 13 passing. Your stats never look good in a spring game passing, but 13 passes? I was kind of surprised. I mean, he had the kid run the ball 8 times, which is kind of stupid considering nobody's tackling. So I didn't really understand that. 4 of 13. He had a 98-yard touchdown pass to Ben Victor, which was great. From the end zone, just let it fly up the right sideline. Victor makes a great play, catches the ball, runs for a touchdown. Great play. There was a walk-on covering him, so I'm not freaking out about it. Matthew Baldwin threw 36 passes. How about that? He looked okay, threw a few picks, had a nice touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson. Really, Garrett Wilson's catch was the story there. Just goes up and gets it. I mean, you're not keeping this true freshman off the field this year, folks. So don't think about this red shirt idea. I mean, kid's gone to the pros in 3 years. Get him on the field now because he's making plays. So overall, I didn't walk away super excited, which is unfortunate because I was really excited going in. But I'm excited for the defense. They seem to be playing loose and free and fast, which is what we need them to do. And they're also turning their heads to look for the ball, which is a great change of pace. So excited about that. And it was a great recruiting weekend for Ohio State as well. A lot of big-time prospects on campus. 2 I want to talk about go to the same school in Philadelphia. It's St. Joseph's Prep School, St. Joe's in Philadelphia. Quarterback, wide receiver duo, always exciting. Quarterback Kyle McCord, 6'4" kid, 8th ranked pocket passer in the country, and this is the 21 class. So these kids are going into their junior years of high school now. And I bet you've heard of the second guy, the wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. Yes, he is, of course, the son of the Hall of Famer, the former Colt, Marvin Harrison Sr. Well, Jr. himself, 6'3.5", could be 6'4", could be 6'3". You let me know. 175, got to put some weight on. But the kid's the 8th ranked, I think it's 8th. I think he's the 8th ranked receiver in the country. Either way, great bloodlines, loves Brian Hartline, loves Ohio State. Said right now Ohio State doesn't have much competition at the top of his list. He and his quarterback Kyle McCord both look to be Ohio State locks at this point, but they are going to take a visit to Clemson before they make their decision. It is what it is. Clemson's recruiting at an unheard of level. So we'll see, maybe Dabo Swinney talks Kyle McCord into being the heir apparent to Trevor Lawrence. It's possible. Marvin Harrison Jr., they've had a lot of success early on with their wide receivers, so we'll see. But excited to have Kyle McCord and Marvin Harrison Jr. on campus this past weekend, and they really seem to love it. So go Bucks. That'd be a huge get for the 21 class, both of those kids. Keep in mind, we already have defensive end Jack Sawyer from Pickerington. He is the number 2 overall recruit in the entire country for the 2021 class. So that's going to be, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. I'm already overlooking the 2020 class where we've got all the time in the world. We've still got 8 months before early signing day. They don't sign for another 10 months. They don't have to, and I'm already looking ahead to the next crop. So let's move on to Ohio State basketball real quick here. The biggest news of the week is we did land the commit from 7-footer from Senegal, Ibrahima Diallo. This kid, 7 feet tall, has a 7'9" wingspan, folks. I mean, think about that for a second. 7'9" wingspan. One of the biggest issues for this Buckeye basketball team this year was when Caleb went down in foul trouble or when he wasn't there for his suspension. We got nobody in the middle. I mean, nobody. Micah Potter, I thought, was absolutely useless, but he at least provided some depth before he transferred. You bring in a guy like this, 3-star center, Ibrahima Diallo. Remember the name. He's from Senegal. He's been playing in California with his prep ball. 7'9" wingspan. I mean, this dude's going to be blocking shots, getting deflections. Just a rim protector, which we don't have. We haven't had in a while. And as great as Caleb Wesson is down low, he's not exactly a rim protector. That's not his game, which is fine. We don't need him to be, especially now with this kid coming in. So really excited to see what he can do. We also, made some news today by hiring an assistant coach after one of ours left to take the head coaching job at Elon. Another name you might remember, Jake Diebler. No, not John Diebler. Not the all-time leading scorer in Ohio high school basketball history, John Diebler, but his brother, Jake Diebler. Jake Diebler is the new assistant coach on Chris Holtman's staff. He played basketball at Valparaiso, was an assistant there for a little bit, and then was actually an assistant on Thad Matta's staff for about 3 years. And then he went back to Valparaiso, or he went to Vanderbilt, pardon me. Started at Valparaiso. From 13 to 16 was the video coordinator for Ohio State, and he's been an assistant coach at Vanderbilt since then. So he's hired today. Going to be a great recruiter, obviously. The Ohio roots are big. You got to keep Ohio. Ohio's got great basketball talent, folks. Keep them in state. Keep them in state. Chris Holtman's got to recruit well, and he's done a good job so far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Last piece of business tonight, and I know my man Corey Boyd's going to love this one. I don't know if he heard about this one, but yet another familiar name. Ohio State women's basketball has landed transfer point guard Braxton Miller to join the Buckeyes for the upcoming season. Not spelled the same way. It's I-N instead of O-N for Braxton Miller, but she's originally from Centerville, Ohio. Keep the talent in the state. So she is going to transfer back home to Ohio State. I don't think she is going to be eligible right away because she only played 2 years over there. There's no hardship waiver. I mean, I guess she can apply if, that's the way things are going in football now. But that's a huge get for the OSU women's basketball team. Braxton Miller. I mean, hey, anytime you get another Braxton Miller in the fold, you got to think good things are happening. So that's a little bit of news there for you folks. Shout out to my Columbus Blue Jackets. A week ago tonight, they started their series. It's hard to believe, really, what they did, beating the Tampa Bay Lightning in 4 straight games. So shout out to John Tortorella, the Columbus Blue Jackets, Sergei Bobrovsky, Artemi Panarin. The whole gang, we had, 12 or 13 guys score goals in 4 games. It's going to be a tough team to beat going down the stretch. So I appreciate you joining. Let me know what you think in the comments about the spring game. Were you impressed by anybody? How about Ohio State basketball? A lot of news coming through with these commits, assistant coaches, transfers. Braxton Miller is playing hoops for Ohio State. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, go Bucks and OH!